Greetings of the day, all defense services aspirants. Today I will be explaining the services selection board interview procedure to you so that you are clear when you are going for SSB, what do you expect there. Actually, it is an elaborate 5 days procedure which is unique in the country, where the officers, cadets for the training academies are selected to feed the defense forces of the country. It includes your entire boarding, lodging and travel cost being borne by the Government of India. Now in SSB, the kind of candidates that the SSB looks for are basically dynamic youth who is intelligent enough, lively, friendly, determined, courageous, social, mentally tough, physically fit, emotionally stable, and exudes a lot of faith and confidence in his personal abilities to handle all kind of situations that may come in his life. This entire SSB procedure ball starts rolling with a call letter that comes onto your home address, calling you for the SSB and giving out the date, time and place of reporting. Thereafter, your action starts to organize your documents which are required by them, the dresses that are required at the SSB to appear for various tests like interview, GTO and psychology, and also the reservations to have a comfortable journey so that you reach at the SSB in a mentally and physically fit state to appear and give your best. Once you reach there and the day you report, that is called day 1, and your generally reporting time is 6 AM in the morning. So you have your breakfast in the SSB and your documentation submission gets completed by about 9:30, and thereafter you are administered a OIR test. It is also called intelligence test in the language of SSB. By 10:30 your OIR test will get over, and thereafter there is another test part of the same series coming to you. It is called picture perception and description test, and that will be administered to you, which will comprise of 2 parts. First, you will be writing a story on a given picture which is little blurred in nature, and thereafter you will be divided into groups of 20 to 25 people in each group, and you will have a discussion for about 20 minutes. Based on the marks you score on OIR test and the PPTD test assessment that has been carried out by the assessors in front of you, your results will get declared on day 1, the same day, by about 13:30 or 14:30 hours. Before that, you would have had your lunch at the mess provided by the SSB, and you will be in a central place where your screening test results will be announced. Now those of you who get recommended in the screening will stay put in the SSB for another 4 days for phase 2 of testing, and those who unfortunately do not make it probably will come back with a better effort in the next time when they appear for the interview, and they'll be dropped back at the station, railway station, by the bus given by the SSBs. Now for those who are recommended, after having their lunch, immediately their documentation will start, which will include the PIQ forms, which is a very important form. You will see a sample in various SSB books that you will have to write your personal history in those PIQ forms, and they are submitted the same day. Documents whichever are missing will be made up on that day, and your document submission will also take place by evening. There will be a briefing by the staff of SSB as to how you will conduct for next 4 days in the SSB, including a lot of do's and don'ts, prohibited areas and all that. However, you will certainly have time in the evening hours to have an excursion outside in that city wherever you are reporting for the SSB. Now, day 1, the same evening, you will also be given out the program for the next day and various timelines for which you have to appear in tests. And thereafter, you will have a good sleep and you will be ready for the next day, which is day 2. On day 2, your psychological test will be administered to you, gentlemen. And that will include thematic appreciation test, where 12 pictures will be shown to you, including 1 blank. There will be briefing given to you as to how these tests will be conducted on you and how you are supposed to respond. Followed by word association test, 60 of them. Again, you will be briefed in detail what you will do in that test. Then situation reaction test, again 60 of the situations, and thereafter self-description test, where you will be writing opinions in 4 to 5 paragraphs of your parents or guardians on you, opinion of your friends about you, your teachers or superiors or mentors about you, and thereafter your self-opinion on you, and also the quality, 1, 2, 3 qualities that you would like to develop in you, and you are already on way to develop them in some way. After self-description test finishes, day 2 psychological tests are over. You will have your lunch, and immediately after lunch, your interviews will start as per the program given out for the interview for boys. Those interviews can continue for some of you till 9 in the evening. So be mentally prepared to go through the schedule, and those of you who do not have the interview in that particular day, in the evening can go out after lunch and come back by about 1900 hours in the evening, so that you have dinner at SSB and have a good sleep and prepared for the next day. Now we come down to day 3, that is the next day. It is also called GTO 1 day, where GTO tests will be administered to you from 6 o'clock in the morning till 1200 hours or 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Then this GTO 1 day will consist of certain series of tests. You would know, some of you who have appeared, it is group discussion 1, group discussion 2, group planning exercise, progressive group task, and thereafter GOR, group obstacle race, and half group task. Some of you may have lecturate on that day or may have next day. After having finished your GTO 1 day, you will be moving for your interviews. Again, the same schedule will continue till 9 in the evening, as per the program which will be made known to you by your chest numbers, candidate wise, as to who will appear tentatively at what time. We come to day 4, which is also called GTO 2. It will start again at about 6 in the morning, finish by 12 o'clock, and the balance of the tests, including lecturate, individual obstacles, command task, and final group task, will be taken care of on that day. Once you finish, those of you who are balanced for the interview, your interviews will continue on 4th day as well. Once all these tasks are administered and finished, we subsequently move to the next day, which is called day 5 from reporting, and that will be day of your board conference and the declaration of results of your phase 2 testing. Now, once the results are declared, that will be tentatively around 13:30 or 1:30 in the afternoon and 2:30. In between that time, you will be given your results. And those of you who are successful in stage 2 of testing will stay put in the SSB for next 5 to 6 days to go through your medical examination at the military hospital. And those of you who are not recommended will be dropped back at the station under the guidance of SSB. And probably those of you who are not recommended then needs to prepare even better to come for the next time, because every time you come for the SSB, it is a fresh start for you and you start from zero. You can make your own future by preparing well and attempting the SSBs, as long as you are willing to take this kind of opportunity as far as your career is concerned. Thank you very much, gentlemen. That's all about the SSB. Once again, to all parents, guardians, and the students or the defense aspirants, my best wishes in case you wish to appear and serve the nation in uniform. Thank you very much.
Kindly subscribe DDA YouTube channel and don't forget to press bell icon.